Building trust through your dental website. It's my belief that when you have a website, it shouldn't just display information. It should help build trust with you and either your current patients or new patients. Hi, my name is Kayvan Mott. I'm a co-founder of the DocSites, and I help dentists improve their online presence and get more for their marketing dollars. Really excited to talk today about building a trustworthy practice website. I have a lot of experience with this. If you don't know my story, about 15 years ago, our very first client, I have two business partners, was a dentist. This was 2007, 2008. And he went to Las Vegas, not the best time to go to Vegas if you remember the economy, to open up a dental practice. And he said to us, I remember it was a hot summer night at a Starbucks, and he gave us an envelope with $1,000 cash in it and said, I'm going to Las Vegas. Here's the envelope. No one knows who I am. I have 4 empty walls. Do whatever it is you marketing guys do. Okay, got it. And we did. And the first thing we did was build him a website and then use that website and SEO and Google to get him more visible. He, in 8 years, grew from 1 to 13 locations. His wife was an orthodontist. He referred us to her. Dentists all know each other. So the majority of our clients coming to us became dentists. And so I'm sharing this story with you because it all started with helping one dentist. And at the core of what that was to help grow his practice was that website. You know probably better than anyone how important online marketing is. So let's dive into the 6 principles that I believe are necessary to craft a trustworthy practice website. So before I go into it, I just want to share with you where I'm getting this 6 principles. It's based on a book by a famous author named Robert Cialdini. He wrote a book called Persuasion, and in it, he basically showed that people are persuaded with certain things. And they're persuaded, they don't even think of it consciously. It's just subconsciously, they will say yes to something when these principles are in place. So I'm going to read off these principles for you. 1 is reciprocity. 2 is commitment and consistency. 3 is social proof. 4 is authority. 5 is liking. And 6 is scarcity. So let's dive in and see how this actually applies to your practice website. So number 1, reciprocity. When you give someone something, they in exchange want to give something back. What this translates to is make your website so easy that you're giving them the exact information they want access right at their fingertips. What that means is put a click to call button, because some people just want to talk to someone. They don't want to deal with your website. So give that to them. Some people want to know about financing because they're scared of the cost. Make sure that you have a page on financing. Talk about your financing options because people are concerned with that. Make sure that each of your treatments has some information on there for people to know and learn about. When you give them something, they're more likely to feel like, I owe you something. There's some reciprocity there. So make sure you have an informative and easy to use website. Number 2 is commitment and consistency. What this principle basically talks about is people like to make decisions that are consistent with who they are. So for example, I love working out and discipline is my thing. So if there's an option to do some kind of workout or buy something and I'm like, yes, I'm a disciplined person. This is going to help me be more disciplined and actually stick to my workout routine. I'm more likely to say yes because I see myself as someone who works out. So what this translates for you is make sure that on your website, on your homepage, you talk about your values, your mission, what you care about or what makes you different, because you want to appeal to the person who values that. So for example, let's say you really care about doing the right thing, taking care of people, and doing it at a fair price. Like that is true to who you are as a dentist. Say it on your website. Do not hide it, because that person who also cares about that wants to be consistent with that principle. Let's say you're not. Let's say you're like, I am in a high-end area in Miami. I'm very white glove service and I care for people and I give white glove service. I'm not looking for someone trying to just get the lowest savings, but we give great service and I really think I'm one of the best cosmetic dentists. Great. Say that on your website. Talk about your mission, your values. Put it in your own words that if someone like yourself or the target audience you want saw it, they would say, yes, that's me. I'm consistent with that principle. Number 3 is social proof. So You ever walk down, like, let's say, Disneyland or somewhere that you're going on vacation? What is that line of people? That must be good. I want to get in that line, right? I've had that experience with my wife recently when we went to Disneyland. We didn't even know what was in the line. We just wanted to get in the line. The lesson here is people are drawn to what other people approve or like. So one way you can effectively show social proof are your reviews. Make sure your website shows your reviews. If you have great reviews on Google, great. Show them on your website's homepage. I personally believe one of the most effective things you can do is have a reviews page on your entire website. And what that will do is ensure that you put things there like your Yelp reviews, your Google reviews, even video testimonials. When people see that other people like you as a practice, you give great service, and they read those reviews, they're more likely to build trust and say yes. One thing about this, don't put, a graphic of your reviews or something like that. Like, show the review from Google or Yelp or the actual video, because it helps build a lot more credibility and trust when that patient or website visitor can see the reviews on these different profiles. Another way to build social proof, show your before and afters. If you're doing aesthetic cases, show them how good your work is. If you're doing Invisalign, show them a great before and after. The more people can see social proof that other people came and got their work done and I can see it, they're more likely to build trust with you. Number 4 is having authority. So people want to work with someone who's deemed the expert and they have authority. After the homepage, the most visited page on any website is, guess what? That's right, the Meet the Doctor page. So have a Meet the Doctor page that shows a professional photo of yourself. Nix the photo from prom or whatever it is, right? From the 80s. Actually have a recent photo. 2, list your accreditations and affiliations, because that makes a patient say, wow, like this person is legit. If you're a member of, the American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry, maybe you're a platinum Invisalign provider. These kinds of accreditations makes someone see you as an expert and someone who has authority, which is very important. Number 5 is liking. People are persuaded when they like things, right? Literally, what is social media? Like. So one of the best ways you can do that is by showcasing photos and videos of your actual staff, of your office, for people to see. I'm a big believer that the more you can give a patient an idea of, like, they're peeking their head in, this is what they're coming to expect and see, this is who they can expect to see, the more they will feel comfortable and actually make that appointment. I've had experiences where I've shown a website to someone and I'm like, what do you think? They're like, she looks nice. Like, I would make an appointment with that office. And I was like, wow, that literally is what stood out to her. Not offers, not reviews, not a click to call, nothing. Literally what she liked about it was a photo of a team member. I've had the same experience when I ask people the same thing about practices and they see an office tour. They're like, that looks modern. I like that. Photos and videos are a great way to build trust, because people get a sense of, like, okay, who are you? Who's your team? Who am I coming to see? And they like that. So make sure you nix the stock photos and use personalized photos instead. And lastly, the principle of scarcity. This is where people feel like, okay, if I don't buy now, if it's, it's Black Friday, I don't get the offer, that gets them to act. That's why sales work. So some of the ways you can apply it, this. 1, have special offers. If people see special offers, there's something that taps into their, hey, this is not going to be here forever. If you're that kind of practice, consider that. Number 2, another thing you could put is now accepting new patients on your website. 1, for a lot of practices, they sincerely want to tell people, yes, we are accepting new patients. 2, on the other side, sometimes when patients see that, they're like, oh, wow, they're now accepting new patients? Does that mean if I don't act now, they'll actually be booked up? And they think that because of this scarcity and the way it's framed. In summary, don't have a website just to have a website. Build a website that establishes trust with patients through these principles. If you're looking to switch website companies or build a practice website, feel free to visit DocSites.com or reach out to us. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe.